Caught in a lie or saved by love? Did Shinyu hide the real reason she fell? Fans divided as new witness comes forward. Just when the dust began to settle around one of the most explosive celebrity incidents of the year, the drama has taken yet another unexpected and electrifying twist. Days after Shen Yue and Wang melted hearts with their quiet reunion outside the hospital, a new voice has emerged, and it threatens to unravel everything. Was Shen Yue's fall really an accident? Did Dylan tell the full truth in his emotional interview? Or have both stars been hiding a deeper secret to protect something far more complicated? Buckle up, this story is far from over. A whisper from the past. Late last night, a former staff member from the drama set, someone who allegedly worked closely with both Dylan and Shen Yue, took to social media with a post that immediately went viral. "I saw the warning signs," the post began. "I kept quiet because I was afraid. But after watching them smile like nothing happened, I can't stay silent anymore." The anonymous whistleblower claimed that Shen Yue had confided in them just days before the accident. According to the post, she was under intense emotional pressure and had been hiding a personal secret that could change everything. "She told me she was scared. Not of Dylan, but of what people would say if they found out the truth. I begged her to tell someone. She said she couldn't." What was this truth? Speculation exploded across the internet. Theories ranged from a secret engagement to a shocking pregnancy to behind-the-scenes threats from sponsors trying to keep their relationship under wraps. Some fans even claimed the fall may have been a final cry for help that neither side wants the world to understand. The housekeeper's revelation. Then came the second shock. A housekeeper who had worked in Dylan's apartment complex came forward during a tabloid interview and shared a detail no one had reported before. "There was a letter," she said. "After the fall, the police collected her phone, but they missed something under the coffee table. I found it later. It was folded. It had her handwriting." Though she refused to reveal the full content, she hinted at the opening line. "To the part of me that no one sees." The housekeeper claimed she handed it to someone from Shen Yue's team the following day, but no mention of the note was ever made publicly. What happened to it? And why has no one from her side addressed the claim? Suddenly, that peaceful bookstore reunion with Dylan no longer looks so simple. Back together or just playing the game? As fans try to make sense of this new wave of revelations, insiders are offering conflicting stories. One source close to Dylan insists that their reunion is very real and that he has been staying with Shen Yue at her family's countryside home while she recovers. They describe quiet walks, late-night conversations, and lots of laughter. But another insider from the production team has dropped a more controversial theory that their public reunion was a calculated move. "They need this drama to survive," the source said. "There is too much money involved. Sponsors, contracts, international deals. If they break apart now, everything collapses. So maybe they're smiling for the cameras. But behind closed doors, who knows?" This has split the internet in two. #Team Truth versus #Team Protection. Across platforms, fans are now rallying under two opposing hashtags. #Team Truth is demanding full transparency. They want the letter revealed. They want the staff members' claims investigated. They believe something deeper is being hidden and that the public deserves to know. Meanwhile, #Team Protection is urging everyone to leave them alone. They argue that both stars have suffered enough. If they choose to keep parts of their journey private, they should be allowed to. But in the middle of this digital war, one question keeps coming up again and again. What are Dylan and Shen Yue protecting? The photo that froze the internet. Then, as if scripted for a movie, a single photo leaked online and it set the entire fandom ablaze. The image shows Shen Yue and Dylan sitting in a quiet garden, somewhere in the countryside. Shen Yue is holding something in her lap. Her eyes are closed. Dylan is beside her, both hands covering his face. On the bench beside them lies what appears to be an opened envelope. Within minutes, the photo trended #1 across platforms. Was it the letter? Did they read it together? Was it the final secret they needed to confront before truly healing? A final message? Or a new beginning? Hours after the photo leak, both stars posted on their official pages for the first time in days. Their messages were short but powerful. From Shen Yue. Not every scar needs an explanation. I am healing. Please let me. From Wang. I made mistakes. I also stayed. I hope someday you see all of it. Together, they posted a final joint image, their fingers intertwined, against the backdrop of a sunrise. And in the caption, just 4 words. We are still here. So what happens now? Will the letter ever be revealed? Will they return to set and continue the drama? Or will this unforgettable chapter become the very thing that binds them forever? One thing is clear, this story may have started with a fall, but it is slowly becoming a tale of redemption, resilience, and a love that just might be strong enough to survive the noise. Stay tuned. The truth has only just begun to rise. The video that changed everything. What really happened before Shinyu fell and why Wang stayed silent. The world had nearly written him off. 4 days, Wang was portrayed as everything from a careless partner to a man hiding something dark. The questions raged louder than ever. Did he see her fall? Why didn't he come back immediately? Why was he silent for 27 long hours while Shinyu lay broken in a hospital bed? But then came the footage. A single, shaky clip taken from a hidden angle in the apartment hallway surfaced online. It was never meant to go public. The camera, reportedly part of a private smart home system, was leaked anonymously. The video stunned even the harshest critics. And just like that, the truth began to shift. The moments before the fall. The footage begins at 12:38 a.m. Shen Yue is seen exiting the bedroom. Her face is puffy from crying. She moves to the balcony and opens the glass door. She disappears out of view. 2 minutes later, Wang appears from the hallway. He is shirtless, his expression torn with frustration. He calls out to her, though the video has no sound, you can clearly see him speak her name more than once. He approaches the balcony, hesitates, then steps back. At 12:45 a.m., he walks to the table, picks up his phone, types something, and paces. He checks the balcony again. His movements are erratic. It is obvious something is very wrong. Suddenly, he rushes toward the door, the very door that leads to the balcony. But before he can step out, his phone rings. He freezes, looks at the screen, answers, and walks quickly into another room. Just moments later, Shinyu falls. The screen cuts off. Those who have seen the full footage say one thing is heartbreakingly clear: Dylan was trying to help. He was worried. He was present. But he made a terrible mistake. He stepped away at the wrong moment. A misunderstood escape. So where was Wang for 27 hours? He finally spoke. In a sit-down interview that aired just hours ago, Dylan faced the camera with dark circles under his eyes and a cracked voice. I was there that night. I was trying to calm her down. She was not okay. I did not leave because I didn't care. I left because I panicked. He revealed that the call he took just before her fall came from his manager. He had apparently texted earlier in distress, unsure what to do. The manager told him to leave immediately, that if anything went wrong, the public would blame him. I did not know she would fall, Dylan whispered. I thought she needed space. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. Then he dropped the real bombshell. I went to the villa because I was having a panic attack. I couldn't think straight. I turned my phone off because I was afraid. I am not proud of that. I failed her. Fans were left speechless. The once fiery narrative began to crack. Tears flowed freely on livestream reaction videos. Hashtags shifted from rage to sorrow. Shinyu's statement changes everything. 2 days later, Shinyu finally made a public statement from her hospital room. She appeared thin, pale, but composed. A small smile formed as she looked into the camera. I remember everything, she said. I was emotional. I was tired. I felt like my world was caving in. She paused before continuing. Dylan did not hurt me. He was not cruel. He was just as overwhelmed as I was. That night, I slipped. I did not jump. I was dizzy. I remember leaning on the balcony rail and then falling. I reached out for him. He was already gone. Her voice cracked. We were not perfect. We fought. We loved. We broke. But he did not abandon me. He was scared. And so was I. She ended the video with one sentence that would be replayed millions of times over the next few hours. Please stop blaming him. We both needed saving. An unexpected reunion. On the evening of her release from the hospital, a black car pulled into the back entrance. It was raining softly. Paparazzi waited under umbrellas. Security moved fast. But one person stepped out from the shadows, eyes glistening with emotion. It was Wang. He walked straight to the passenger side as the door opened. Shinyu stepped out slowly, bandages still visible under her long coat. For a moment, they simply looked at each other. Then she stepped forward and hugged him. It was not dramatic. There were no grand kisses or sobbing declarations. But the silence said everything. They had found their way back. Backlash, confusion, and the internet divided. Not everyone accepted the reconciliation. Online debates grew louder. Some fans felt betrayed. Others demanded apologies for the hate Dylan received. A few questioned if the footage was even real. But through the storm, one truth stood steady. Two people had nearly destroyed each other not through cruelty, but through silence, misunderstanding, and the crushing weight of fame. Yet here they were, walking side by side, slowly reclaiming their story. They released a joint message the next morning. We are okay. We are healing. We ask that you let us do that in peace. Their drama has been postponed. Their projects placed on hold. But strangely, it no longer seems to matter. What matters now is the fact that they survived the fall, literally and emotionally. The final scene that shocked everyone. Just last night, a fan caught a blurry clip of Dylan and Shen Yue walking through a bookstore near her home. They were laughing. Holding hands. He reached up to tuck her hair behind her ear. She leaned into him with ease. And for the first time in weeks, the world stopped guessing. Because sometimes, love does not need to be loud. Sometimes it just needs to survive the silence. And theirs did.